to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
Warriors News Fan Update is here. And now I ask you, will the Warriors take the next step to compete for something big? Or will they keep waiting for the perfect opportunity that may never come? With 2 open roster spots and the buyout market heating up, it's time for the front office to decide who could be the ideal reinforcement for this final stretch. Jimmy Butler's arrival has already had a huge impact on the team, and with Quinton Post securing a spot on the main roster, there's an interesting flexibility to seek more talent. But the crucial question is, which player can truly make a difference and help the Warriors climb the standings? Candidates on the radar. Among the available names, Seth Curry stands out as an interesting option. Steph Curry's brother is on the market and, at 34 years old, remains one of the best shooters in the NBA. Shooting 47% from 3 this season and 54% from the corners, these are impressive numbers. With efficiency like this, he could provide the team with a lethal perimeter weapon, easing some of the pressure on Steph and Butler. Another name sparking discussions is Bojan Bogdanovic. When healthy, the veteran has averaged over 20 points per game, which would be a significant boost for the second unit. But that's the issue. Is he ready to return and play at a high level? Betting on an injured player might be too big of a risk for a team that needs an immediate impact. And let's not forget Reggie Jackson, an experienced point guard who could serve as an alternative to give Steph some rest without losing much offensive firepower. But is he really the best available option? What's at stake? With the Western Conference heating up and the play-in race intensifying, every decision could change the course of the season. The Warriors have a schedule that could favor a strong push, with manageable matchups against the Hornets, Magic, Sixers, Nets, and Pistons. The question is, does the current roster have enough depth to capitalize on this stretch, or is an immediate reinforcement necessary? And here lies the big question. Will Mike Dunleavy Jr. act now to strengthen the team, or will he wait for something better in the future? The franchise's history shows that the front office prefers not to make hasty decisions. But with time running out, is this patience a smart strategy? My opinion as a fan, if I had to choose right now, Seth Curry would be my top pick. Not just because of the emotional factor of seeing him play alongside his brother, but because of the Warriors' urgent need for more consistency in three-point shooting. With him, Steph, and Butler on the perimeter, the team would have an even more dangerous offensive arsenal. Bogdanovic could be an interesting option, but if he's not 100%, is he worth the risk? As for Reggie Jackson, while experienced, he doesn't seem like a player who would truly elevate the team's level. Now, I want to hear from you. Who would be the ideal reinforcement for the Warriors? Seth Curry, Bojan Bogdanovic, Reggie Jackson, or do you have another name in mind that would be a better fit? Comment below. And of course, if you want to keep up with everything about the Warriors, make sure to subscribe to Warriors News Fan Update, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for all the latest team updates. The final stretch of the season is no time for mistakes. Every choice now could determine whether the Warriors will fight for the top or just struggle to survive in the play-in. The front office faces a crucial decision: bring in an immediate reinforcement or keep the roster spots open, waiting for the perfect opportunity. Looking at the past few years, the Warriors have always been strategic in their moves, avoiding unnecessary spending and prioritizing system fit. But now, with the competition in the West getting stronger, can they afford to wait? With teams like the Thunder, Timberwolves, Nuggets, and Suns all making moves, Golden State needs to respond accordingly. What do we really need? If we analyze the roster's weaknesses, it's clear that the bench needs more offensive firepower and three-point shooting consistency. The team still relies heavily on Steph and Klay when healthy, and any absence or off night from these guys exposes the lack of reliable options in the supporting cast. Would Seth Curry solve this issue? Yes. He has the shot, the experience, and could be a perfect fit in Steve Kerr's system. Would Bogdanovic be a high-risk, high-reward gamble? Absolutely. If healthy, he could be one of the best 6 men in the league. Would Reggie Jackson fill the need for a backup point guard? Yes, but without much offensive impact. He's more of a facilitator than a game changer. The ideal scenario would be landing a player who can make an immediate impact because time is running out. The Warriors cannot afford to make a mistake now. The weight of the decision. If Dunleavy Jr. decides to wait, he might miss out on the best options in the market. Other teams are also eyeing these names, and if the Warriors hesitate, they could end up with no reinforcement at all. On the other hand, Making the wrong move now could limit the team's flexibility for future trades. So what's the right move? The solution might be balance, bringing in a player ready to contribute without compromising the franchise's long-term plan. In this sense, Seth Curry seems like the most logical choice, a safe move that strengthens one of the Warriors' key strengths, spacing and long-range shooting. Now it's up to you, Dub Nation. The buyout market is open, and the Warriors can't fall behind. What would you do if you were in the front office? Would you bring in Seth Curry? Take a gamble on Bogdanovich? Or invest in another name? Comment below and let's debate. My opinion as a Warriors fan. Honestly, I see this buyout window as a crucial moment for the Warriors, and the front office can't afford to make the wrong decision. With the Western Conference tougher than ever, the team needs to strengthen the roster if they truly want to compete for something big. If I were in Mike Dunleavy Jr.'s shoes, my pick would be Seth Curry. The Warriors need reliable shooting off the bench, and Seth not only brings that but already knows the system and would fit in perfectly alongside Steph. He's shooting nearly 50% from three, and a player with that efficiency could create much more space for Steph, Butler, and Draymond to operate. Bogdanovich would be interesting, but the problem is his health. If he were fully fit, I'd love to have him on the team because he can create his own shot and add a new dynamic to the offense. But will he return at the level he once played? That's the concern. The Warriors can't afford to gamble on uncertainties right now. Reggie Jackson, on the other hand, doesn't excite me much. He'd be a solid backup for Steph, but I don't see him as a player who would truly elevate the team's level. If the Warriors are going to bring in a point guard, I'd prefer someone with stronger defensive impact and better playmaking. My final choice? Seth Curry. He would bring immediate impact and wouldn't require major adjustments to the team's system. The Warriors need consistency, and Seth delivers that. But now I want to hear from you, Dub Nation. Who do you want to see joining the team? Seth Curry, Bogdanovich, Reggie Jackson, or another name? Comment below and let's discuss. And of course, subscribe to Warriors News Fan Update, turn on notifications, and stay tuned. This final stretch promises to be full of excitement.